citizens of the Republic, welcome to the greatest Star Wars show on YouTube, the Galactic Core, presented by no one. My name's Mark, joined by my co-host Logan. This is the second episode of the Galactic Core, a segmented show about everything Star Wars. In today's episode, we have 5 segments for you, along with a 6 for channel members only. Let me send it over to Logan to let you know about all the segments for today.
Our first segment for today is a brand new segment, the Kessel Run, followed by Trivia Trials. That will then lead into Master or Apprentice. Then we'll send it over to Mark for the Netherworld. And finally, Push and Pull. And then our channel member exclusive segment, Overrated, Underrated.
Please make sure to subscribe and think about becoming a channel member. Now let's send it over to the first segment, the Kessel Run.
Welcome to the Kessel Run. In this segment, me and Mark will be going head to head in a speed run challenge. The person to do it the fastest is crowned the winner. Now this is going to be for anything that we decide to speed run against each other with. But this time around, we are going to be doing the pod race level on LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Now it is the inferior version of it to the original, but this is just how we're going to do it. First up is going to be Mark. How are you feeling before you get into it?
I'm ready. I've been kind of itching to do this. I'm interested to see how it goes. Obviously, it's a little different from the original one. So I'm ready to get into it.
And just for reference, we have no experience within the last probably few months. So we're going into this pretty raw. So we'll see how we do. All right, Mark, let's go ahead and get into yours. All right, Mark. Timer starts now. Let's see how you do. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, man, I'm stressed right now.
You're just barely into the first lap.
Whoops.
Come on, man. Get some composure.
I keep skipping on the accident here. Oh.
You're doing pretty good. No, you're actually going crazy.
Oh.
You are going crazy.
Gotta hit these boosts, man.
Oh my god. Guys, I did not expect this out of Mark. I expected at least one crash.
You might get it here. Hold on.
Yeah, I guess the first lap is definitely always the easiest.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, man. I'm gonna get you, Sebulba. Get back here. I think we should be getting a cutscene, maybe? No?
No, I don't know if
I
they
can't
happen.
see.
Oh my god.
Dude,
I don't know if they
crazy.
happen in free play. Maybe they don't.
Well,
also, this
right.
this version of it is pretty weird, like I said. So
Yeah, this version is very weird.
it's not what we're used to.
Ooh.
Here we go. Oh my god, no way. Oh
Go.
no.
Okay, still got 3 hearts. Okay, now I got full. Get out of my way, bro.
This isn't looking good for me.
Come on, Sebulba.
This is not looking good for me at all.
Hit these boosts.
I mean, just completely flawless through the
Oh,
second.
what
Okay.
that was weird.
Oh, onto the third and final lap. You are
On to the next.
You are absolutely cooking it.
Ah.
Not
Come
a
on,
single
baby, go,
mess
go,
up
go.
so far.
Yo, he's right on my tail. This is where it can get kind of mixy. Oh!
What?
Oh!
Dude, this version of it is terrible. This is awful. Oh my god.
Let's go, man.
And he's going on to the ending. And this ending isn't even, like, this is the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, maybe we should have done an story.
I don't know. Either way.
Come on, man. That's too
Timer's
easy.
up. Mark, your unofficial time is 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
Under 3, I'll take it. I will take it. Couldn't play much better than that. So
Yeah, I don't even know if I can beat that. So I guess we'll find out.
Oh, man. All right, Logan. Your time starts now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's see if he can cook.
I don't even know if the X button makes me go faster or if pointing the analog stick does.
I did both.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. No.
Because I couldn't remember. Oh, no. That would have been
Dude.
catastrophic if you'd have went in there.
Okay, I'm doing this live commentary style. To everyone watching this right now, I'm using a busted controller. So if I lose, that's my excuse. Mark saw it before I started.
I can confirm that his controller is busted, so.
Oh, no. I already know I'm losing. I'm literally behind already. This is terrible. Already, just terrible
You're in the
performance.
boost right now where it matters.
It feels like I'm going so much slower than you. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I'm moving so much slower. Come on.
Right here, you can't see anything.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh.
Well, it really wants me to go in those.
Yeah, it's like forcing you almost.
My thumb is sliding off the stick.
Oh, man. There you go. Trying the needle.
Get up there. There we go. I needed that.
Yeah, you need that.
Okay. Get out of my way. Let me hit the boost. Dude, Sabalba's not even in the lead.
Wow. We're coming up on the last lap. How you feeling right now, Logan?
I am kind of feeling terrible. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I'm so far behind you. And I think my controller is selling me.
Well, we just hit the 2-minute mark.
Oh, 52 seconds for the final. Dude, there's no way. There's literally no way.
Out here.
Oh. Well, I have to go flawless. I know that for a fact. So this part coming up, I just can't crash.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. And I wanted to go for a boost, but I just can't. Okay. Come on, I need this one. There we go.
Okay, there you go. That's big.
That's huge. Come on. Dude, this is actually going to be close.
This is actually close.
Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. I'm not trying to go down on the first time. The first ever Kessel run, I'm not trying to lose. I need it. Come on. What is it?
That is time. 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Oh my god. No. Oh my god.
That close.
There's no way.
That close.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
I don't know if I can chalk that up to the controller because of how close it was. I don't know, man. I definitely... There were some parts where I slowed up and I could see where the 3-second difference comes from. Man, you just did that so flawless. You really did.
I did, but you were... In that second section, like, you were able to hit that boost once you got past the rocks, you know, the double boost up there. You were actually able to hit that. I was not. So I think that's what made it a little closer.
Yeah, I think if I hit that on the first lap, somewhat of a chance there maybe, but
yeah,
I don't know. I got to give you the props. But man, if it was the OG version,
you might have me on that one.
I might have had you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you got the crown on the first ever Kessel run.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Maybe we'll do something different next time that's not a video game. And we'll just see if I can We'll base it off of Star Wars knowledge and see if I can go faster than you. Maybe I'll give myself the advantage. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Let us know if you guys want anything on the Kessel Run. This has been a great experience. Brand new segment, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. And we'll catch you guys later. Send it back to the boys at the desk. What a great segment out of the boys. Mark, the only reason you beat me is because my controller was messed up, man.
Excuses.
Yeah, all right. Before we get into our next segment, I am going to have Mark rate 3 things in Star Wars, 1 through 10, with no explanation. And he's going to go ahead and do the same for me right after. So, Mark, your first thing, 1 through 10, the Star Wars live-action shows. In general, all the shows.
Like the Disney ones?
I mean, Disney is the only live-action ones.
True.
So,
say 9.5.
Wow. All right. Next up, Rey's yellow lightsaber.
10 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. Final thing. The scene at the end of Return of the Jedi where Vader takes his mask off.
1 million out of 10.
Okay. Good choice.
All right, Logan. Your first thing to rate, 1 out of 10. Episode 2.
11.
Second, Count Dooku's lightsaber hilt.
10.
And your third and final thing, Mando Season 1.
9.
Good choices. Good choices.
We both gave each other so many things that we rate highly. This was not great. That was a great time. You could definitely tell that me and Mark don't rate things very low when it comes to Star Wars. Now it's time to see if Logan can complete the Trivia Trials ladder. Let's go ahead and send it over to our next segment, Trivia Trials.
Welcome to Trivia Trials. In this segment, Logan will have to answer Star Wars questions in increasing difficulty, ranging from Jedi Knight, Jedi Master, and Jedi Grandmaster. There are 3 questions in Jedi Knight, 3 questions in Jedi Master, and 2 questions in Jedi Grandmaster. Logan, you also get 2 lifelines, a 50-50 and multiple choice. Are you ready to get into this?
Yeah, man, I hope these questions aren't too difficult. I hope I don't have to use my lifelines like you did. You used it on the first question.
Yeah, don't be a burger like me and use it on the first one. But I'm not all mad about it because it was funny.
Yes, it was hilarious. All right.
All right, Logan. First question. Who is Lando's co-pilot in Episode 6?
I mean, there's a reason that this is the first question. Because it's a layup. It's 9 nub.
It is 9 nub. And it was a Troy one, so I wanted to include that.
Yes, I like that one.
We got another Troy one up here. So, second question. Who says the iconic line, "It's a trap"?
I don't know, man. Wow. You really... Actually, I was going to say you went a lot easier than I did. But that first question was easy. You just used a lifeline on it because you weren't sure.
Yeah.
Admiral Akbar is the answer.
Admiral Akbar is correct. The third question. How old was Padme when she was elected as queen?
Oh, wow. I thought you were going somewhere different there. I thought you were going to say how old was Padme in one of the movies. No. I was about to start busting out math or something. But I'm almost certain. Almost certain. This is like a 99%er in my mind right now. 14.
That is correct. It is 14.
Sweet.
So, Logan, you have been granted the rank of Jedi Knight.
We're going for that Grand Master, baby.
Alright, first question of the Jedi Master category. What color was C-3PO's arm in Episode 7?
Red.
That is correct, it was red.
I'm cooking!
The second question. Where was Luke heading to pick up some power converters in Episode 4?
Oh my god. No. Oh my god. No, this is a good one.
Yeah, I like this question. I wanted to include it for sure.
I know if I do one of the lifelines, I'll get it. The only thing in my mind is Rishi Moon for some reason, which it's not that, but
Yeah,
the word Rishi is in my mind. Oh my, dude, I literally hear it in my head, and I can't formulate the answer. All right, I'm cashing one in. Give me multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. I'm actually glad you chose multiple choice for this one. So
no.
It's either A, Mos Eisley, B, Tashi Station, C, Jabba's Palace, and D, your mom's house.
Okay, all right. I mean, dude. It's B.
It is B, Tashi Station.
I honestly had that in my mind, and I thought it was gonna be dumb. I didn't want to like say it wrong.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. Because I was afraid I was gonna botch it too, and I was saying it. So this is the last question, Logan, to get the rank of Jedi Master. Who's the only Rebel pilot to survive all 3 movies in the original trilogy?
Wedge Antilles.
It is Wedge Antilles.
That was a gimme compared to the last one.
Yeah. I probably should have switched those two, but Logan, you have been granted the rank of Jedi Master. How you feeling right now?
Let's go. I am honestly, I feel like I'm kind of cooking. I definitely should have got Tachi Station, but I mean, I'm going into the final 2. I still have a 50-50. I'm kind of in the same position as you.
Yeah.
I said before we started that I wanted to beat you, and the only way to beat you is to win. So I want to win, but
yeah,
if I could tie you, I'd still be somewhat satisfied.
All right, well, let's get right into it here. The first question of the Jedi Grandmaster tier. What is the name of the monster, specifically its species, is in the trash compactor in Episode 4?
Oh my god. No way. I'm not gonna waste time. Give me the 50-50.
Alright, the 50-50 is either a Clawdite or a Dianoga.
I believe it's B, Dianoga.
It is Dianoga.
Oh my god, I would have never got that without a lifeline.
Dude, I looked it up, dude. I was like, I didn't know that either, so I'm gonna include that.
I knew it from when you said it. That was the only way I was gonna get it.
This question is for Jedi Grandmaster.
This is for
Logan.
All, man.
In Legends, who was the mother of the Ones?
Mark, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I have no idea what you just said. You said in Legends, and I already lost composure. Okay, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So in Legends, who was the mother of the Ones?
The Ones.
Yeah.
Dear God. I don't even have I don't have the slightest idea. Because I don't know if this is something that I would maybe just not even know the person, or if it's someone that I do know, but I just don't know what the Ones are. I am going to assume because I have no idea what the ones are. I'm just gonna say the ones are the children of Han and Leia. So I'm going to say Leia Organa.
It is not Leia Organa.
Oh my god, man.
First to clear your question, the ones are the father, the son, and daughter from that Clone Wars arc.
The Mortis arc.
Yeah. And the answer was Abeloth.
What, dude? That is unbelievable. That is unreal, Mark. That is unreal. I wouldn't have got that with a lifeline.
You don't think so?
No. What were the multiple choice?
So Vistara, which is just a random name or something that I found. Sashao, I believe that's how you say it. And then Corelli. It's just some random names I found.
Dude, I never in my life would I have gotten that with a lifeline, with anything. No shot. Mark,
we've talked about it once or twice, but I swear we mentioned it once or twice, but you might not remember.
Yeah, obviously.
Or I'm just bugging. I don't know.
I mean, either way, I tied you.
Yep.
That might be we're two times we have done trivia trials. That question might end up being the most difficult one we'll ever do.
Yeah.
That was absolutely insane. But deservedly so. It's the very final question, so yeah. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I figured I'd just throw something your way that when I think of the Grandmaster tier, I think of things that like we just don't really know.
Yeah.
Or there's like the slightest possibility that we just like heard it or something or seen it.
Exactly. So. Huh? Hey. Yeah, it was a good run. I'm glad to be able to tie you. We'll see how you fare in the next one.
So unfortunately, Logan could not be granted the rank of Jedi Grandmaster, but he got very close, which is still very tippable. Thank you all for being a part of Trivia Trials in this episode. Let's send it back to the boys at the desk. Unfortunately, Logan could not reach the Grandmaster tier. Still got to the Jedi Master tier, which is impressive nonetheless. Before we get into the next segment, we have a very special interview with a very special guest, Boba Fett. Round of applause for Boba Fett, everyone. So, I've heard you were raised on Camino. Is that correct?
Yep.
I've heard it rains a lot there.
Yep.
Does that affect your life at all?
Yep.
Do you say anything other than yep?
Sure.
So your dad is a bounty hunter. That means he has a lot of weapons. What comes out of his wrist?
Fire! Dad, Tonwee's here.
What? Yeah, can we please get Logan back in here? Please get Logan back in here.
So Mark, did your interview go better than mine?
Nope, not at all. Let's send it over to the next segment. Send it over to the Jedi Council chambers to Logan and Mark for Master or Apprentice.
Welcome to Master or Apprentice. In this segment, we will be going over your guys' hot takes. We have 3 of them today. You can get your hot take chosen if you leave it in the comment section below or in our Discord in the description below. Increased odds for channel members as well. Let's go ahead and get right into our first hot take. This one comes from our man Woo, channel member. Andor is the most Star Wars show to date. Now, this one is, and I think this one definitely comes down to a lot of personal preference. I guess, this is an opinion, so I guess it all comes down to personal preference, but I think it's definitely between Andor and The Mandalorian. I think Mando does a better job of a broader experience of Star Wars. So, personally, I don't know if I can fully agree with Wu here. It's like I said, it's so close. I think Andor does it so well within that time frame, the Empire versus Rebellion time frame, which it's not even full on to the rebellion. We're seeing the building of the rebellion, and that's where Star Wars stemmed from. That was the original trilogy, so you definitely get that Star Warsy feel to it. But I think with Mando, like I said, you get that sort of experience, but then just taken up another notch. You're seeing so much more of the Star Wars universe, I feel like. So I think it is genuinely a tough decision. But I think I'd probably have to say Mando is a bit more of a Star Warsy experience than Andor. But like I said, I think they're close. So what's your thoughts on it?
I would probably say around the same. It's really hard because this question is also well, what's Star Wars to you? Like you said, it's very,
Yeah, exactly.
very opinionated. I will say at first, Andor, it did not feel like Star Wars at first.
Mm-hmm.
As it went on, it started to get more of that, with the rebellion and introducing the Empire and everything. It did get that Star Wars feel. Um, but I do think Mandalorian beats it out, and I think the only reason that it beats it out is just because it has like 2 more seasons.
That definitely
Um,
helps it. Yeah.
and it definitely expands. Season at the end of season 2, you see Luke, Bo-Katan was also introduced, and Ahsoka. So all these different Star Wars characters that you know and love were introduced. So I definitely think Mando feels more like Star Wars as well, but I think Andor is a close second for sure.
Yeah, exactly like you said, the beginning of Andor is definitely a little bit lacking in that Star Wars feel. But I think that's just because of the setup
Hmm.
where you're bringing the Empire in to Ferrix. Because at the start, like, you don't have the Empire there yet, so you have to have that setup to get Ferrix on the Empire's map, get Andor on their map, and get them included in it. So I think that's where that change comes from. But I do think with the second season, it's definitely gonna the competition between those two for the most Star Wars feeling show. It's gonna be a much tighter competition there.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
But I do believe we're both in agreement that we're not so sold on the hot take. But Woo, we do appreciate the hot take. It is a really good one. I like the discussion, and like we both said, I think those are such a close 1 and 2 that it's not a bad hot take at all in my opinion. But unfortunately, Woo, we do not grant you the rank of master.
Sorry, Woo. Hate to do it.
It's
Great
brutal.
hot take. Great hot take, though, man. Time to get into the second hot take of this video, submitted by Klogot. Mace Windu is the worst character in all of Star Wars. We're going to interpret this as Mace Windu is just not a good character. And I don't know. I have to disagree. I mean, I think I get the. Okay, look, I get the, kind of hate for him because he's not exactly like super nice to Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of, don't like him too much for that. But I don't think he was the main reason for Anakin's fall. He might have played like a very small part in it, but I definitely by no means think that he's like the worst. Um, his character is really well. I think Samuel L. Jackson did a great job. Obviously, Samuel L. Jackson,
Yeah.
he's gonna do a great job with the character. First, first ever Jedi or just Force user to use a purple lightsaber because he just wanted a purple lightsaber, which is funny. But by no means I think he's the worst. Second most powerful behind Yoda. He really has a lot more to his character than um people realize. And if Anakin didn't interrupt Mace Windu in that middle of that fight with Sidious, Mace Windu said that Anakin would have gained his trust and his respect. So that's kind of my view on it. I don't by no means think he's the worst. There's a lot worse characters out there. But I'll I'll hand it over to you, Logan.
I mean, the scene that you just mentioned, I think, is very important in seeing the good in Mace Windu's character, because as you said, he's not the nicest. He's a very blunt person.
Yeah,
and he's just mean. He is just mean. So I understand maybe to people disliking him. I've always understood that, but to call him not a good character, I think there's so much to him. Back to what I was about to say about the scene with Anakin, where Anakin interrupts Mace Windu taking out Palpatine. It's so crazy to think Mace Windu in that situation. No one was going to believe him that he was, the Sith Lord. Other than like other Jedi. Other Jedi are going to realize that. But the normal people of the galaxy, you just killed the Chancellor.
not a good look.
That is, he would go to prison for the rest of his life. And he knew that in his mind. He was willing to go to prison for the rest of his life if it meant saving the Jedi Order, the Republic, everything. He was going to risk himself. That's how much he was going to put on the line, was life in prison. And Anakin interrupts him. But to have that much care for everything else, because him being so mean, you think he doesn't care about anything other than himself. But it's the complete opposite. So I can't quite get behind. it. I really think Mace Windu, if you really think about it, he's one of the best characters in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, he's definitely one of the more complex ones. That's for sure.
Yeah, he has a lot to him. And I could definitely understand the hate for him. I'm not ever going to disagree with that. But I can't get behind the hot take, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he kind of holds a lot of, even though he's like mean and all that, like he definitely holds some Jedi like values still. Like you can just
100%.
He doesn't think about himself. So, well, I think me and Logan are in the same boat here. So Klogon, I'm so sorry, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
It's unfortunate.
Tough
Very
scenes.
unfortunate.
I understand your hate though.
He was mean to Ahsoka. I can't like him.
Yeah. I feel that one.
To get into the final hot take of this segment, this one is coming in from Penguin. The rule of two caused Darth Sidious to fail in his ultimate goal. I think this one is very interesting, an interesting discussion. But instantly, I just think of why the rule of two came into existence. It's like all these Sith are just trying to outdo one another. In this lineage, the apprentice is constantly killing the master, just over and over again until we get to Sidious, where he has an apprentice, they die, he brings in a new one, then the apprentice is trying to have an apprentice of their own, and then they have to get rid of that apprentice, so then they could stay the apprentice, and it's just, I understand thinking that having the rule of two just, it makes them a lot less powerful. Because, the more the better, you would think. But when it comes to Sith, they're all power hungry. So it's a lot different than having a lot of Jedi. And I think Sidious was just such a mastermind and had this whole plan where I don't think the rule of two is what really made him fail. I think it was just, I hate to say it because it's like, this is kind of just how Star Wars is. There's not much of an explanation other than it's the will of the Force. Like, it was destined to happen. That is how it's supposed to happen. Which is like, well, that's just stupid because that's the way it was written. Obviously, it has to happen. But that's kind of just how it is. Like, Anakin is the chosen one. He is going to bring balance to the Force. The only way to do that is to kill Sidious, to kill Palpatine. So the will of the Force is going to make that happen at some point. So I have a tough time making an actual argument for why the rule of two was the sole reason why he didn't achieve his ultimate goal. So I'll see what you think, but I'm still just I don't even know how I want to word it.
Yeah, now I get what you mean. You kind of hit the nail on the head. Not much I really have to add. It's because I was gonna kind of mention the will of the Force, and I mean, Anakin's the chosen one. He's gonna fulfill the prophecy no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether it was the rule of two or if you have a million Sith. But I feel like to say he failed in his ultimate goal, I don't know if I'd want to say that because he really did accomplish like the main thing he wanted to, which was basically rid the galaxy of the Jedi, or like at least the idea of the Jedi, which he did.
Yeah.
And he was the Emperor for, over 20 years. So
exactly. That's true. I didn't really think of that.
It was just at the end of the day, I feel like it was just a miscalculation, obviously, on his part with Luke. And in that scene in the Return of the Jedi, when he was like using his Force lightning on Luke, like Palpatine wasn't focused on Vader at the time, and it was just like I think it was just a miscalculation, and also just like the will of the. I mean, it sounds corny, it does, but it's how it works. That's how George Lucas wrote it. That's how it was supposed to play out, no matter what, no matter who was there, how many Sith there were. Anakin was the chosen one, and he was gonna do what he had to do. So
yeah, it seems like a bit of a cop-out answer.
It is, but I mean, that's just
exactly
how it
like
works.
You said. He kind of achieved it.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't achieve it for eternity, which he was never going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, even though I
guess he was making clones of himself, so he was trying to achieve it eternally. But
even though, because I think that was like, I guess that was maybe his ultimate goal. Like his end goal was to just be Emperor forever. But I mean, first of all, this is kind of an unreal
yes, that is incredibly unrealistic.
But also, it's like he did kind of accomplish his main goal, which was become Emperor and completely make the Jedi out to be a myth, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my take on it, though.
It's unfortunate that we can't agree with this hot take, but
it's a good one. I actually really like it because it definitely provided a bit better explanation than what I was thinking. So
yeah, it's kind of just whether you want to say the will of the Force, the other factors.
If you want to say the corny answer, yeah,
yeah. If you want a cop out answer like us,
yeah.
Just because I'll just say it one last time. I think the rule of two made so much sense because all the Sith are just power hungry. So it's literally just a constant fight to see who's at the top. So the rule of two, there was even infighting within the rule of two. So even that didn't work, but it was going to work better than having a whole bunch of Sith.
Exactly.
Because they were all going to want to be the Emperor.
Exactly. They were all just gonna try to take over like it. That's just how it was. So that's just
Yeah.
how the Sith worked. I mean, Yoda. I believe Yoda says it's like fear, hatred, and then like just straight like you just want power. Like you're just power hungry once you're
Hmm.
like a Sith. You just want power. That's all you want. So
Yeah. So, unfortunately, Penguin, as much as I want to have someone in this segment be granted the rank of master, we unfortunately do not grant you the rank of master. Round of
hate to do
applause
it.
for everyone that submitted a hot take, and everyone in this segment. Unfortunately, we do not have any masters this time around. But they're all good. I don't
Hmm.
mind the hot takes.
Yeah, no, the
And
hot
I
takes are
don't,
great. Yeah.
a lot of the time, I don't think they're so insanely wrong that I
Oh
just
yeah.
can't see why they would think it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But it's just not where my mind is at. So it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Thank you to everyone that submitted a hot take. If you want yours chosen, you can go ahead and leave it in the comment section below or in our Discord server, link in the description. Increased odds for channel members to get your hot take chosen. And with that, we'll go ahead and send it back to the boys in the studio. That was some great hot takes out of you guys. Thank you for submitting those. Now it's time to acknowledge our channel members, now presenting the Hologram of Fame. So Mark, have you heard what you get from being a channel member?
Well, I've heard about the increased odds to get your hot takes and questions picked. Is there anything else?
Well, you actually get a lot more. You get a whole bonus segment every single time an episode of the Galactic Core comes out.
A whole nother segment?
Yeah, and you also get behind the scenes and outtakes videos.
Please don't tell me more.
You also get a special Discord role along with special chats within our Discord server.
Please stop.
You also get recognized within every single episode of the Galactic Core, along with badges next to your name in the comments and live chats on our live streams. Please think about becoming a channel member today, and with that, we'll send it to our next segment. We'll send it over to Mark with the Netherworld.
Welcome to the Netherworld. In this segment, we will be deep diving into characters in Star Wars. This week's character, Cal Kestis. One of my personal favorites, and I know a lot of other people's as well. So, let's get into the origins of Cal Kestis. Cal Kestis is a Force-sensitive human male who survived Order 66 and overcame difficult odds to survive and become a Jedi Knight during the reign of the Empire. Cal was a youngling during the Clone Wars era and apprenticed to Jedi Master Jaro Tapal. Cal served as a Jedi commander alongside Master Tapal, who commanded the 13th Battalion. Cal trained on the Albedo Brave, a Venator-class Star Destroyer. Cal and Jedi Master Jaro Tapal fought off the clones to escape during Order 66, and Master Tapal gave his life so Cal could escape and survive. These all will lead into the events of Jedi Fallen Order. Cal went into hiding during and after Order 66, and found work on Bracca while the Empire rose to power. He was able to keep a low profile until the Empire showed up looking for a Jedi while on Bracca. Cal's friend Prof was sadly lost by the hands of the Second Sister. Cal was able to escape Bracca thanks to a former Jedi Master, Seer Junda, and pilot Breeze Dridus. Cal goes on a journey with Seer, Breeze, and eventually Marin with the goal of rebuilding the Jedi Order and gaining a Force-sensitive holocron, which will reveal all the Force-sensitive children in the galaxy. He fights the likes of the Second Sister, the Ninth Sister, Terran Malicos, the Haxian Brood Bounty Hunters, and even tries Darth Vader, but it doesn't go very well. In the end, Cal decides the holocron is too dangerous and lets the Force decide the fate of the Force-sensitive children. And this all leads into the events of Jedi Survivor. Cal is still fighting the Empire, while the other Mantis crew members went their separate ways, with new character Bode Akuna being introduced. Cal eventually loses his new crew, except for Bode, and stumbles on the planet Kobo to meet up with Grease to help him fix the Mantis. But Cal stumbles upon High Republic Jedi Knight Dagan Gera. Dagan turns to the dark side, and they both fight with the goal of reaching Tanalorr. Cal finally meets with Cere and meets Eno Cordova for the first time in person, while also connecting with Marin again on the planet Jedha. Cal also revealed his feelings toward Marin right before Bode's betrayal. Bode Akuna betrays Cal and the Hidden Path to reveal himself as a Force user and working with the Empire. Cal is able to defeat the likes of Dagan Gera, Ravis, Bode Akuna, and maybe his toughest test yet, Rick, the door technician, to be able to reach Tanalorr. But sadly, Cal does lose Cere and Eno Cordova in the process, and that will eventually lead into the new game. Wherever Cal's journey takes us next, I will be excited to see. Cal also has some very interesting abilities. His lightsaber can transition between single-bladed, double-bladed, dual-wield, cross-guard, and he can even use a blaster if he really feels like it. This is the first time that they've ever done something like this. I think it's a really cool idea, and I think it fits Cal's character perfectly. Cal can also use Force Push, Force Pull, Force Repulse, Force Dash, Force Grip, Force Slow, Jedi Mind Trick, and Focused Rage, tapping into the dark side. Cal has become one of the most beloved characters in all of Star Wars, and we will see where his journey leads in the next game in his trilogy. That's it for the Netherworld in this episode. Hopefully we'll see you back. Let's send it back to the boys at the desk. Thanks, Mark. That was a phenomenal character breakdown. Now, before we get into the last segment, Logan, I'm going to have you guess this Star Wars character based off of affiliation. How you feeling right now?
I'm about as ready as I'll ever be, I think.
This will definitely be interesting for the both of us. So let's just quit wasting time, get right into it. The first affiliation for this character is Sith, Hutt Clan, Confederacy of Independent Systems, Kaminoan Government, and the Pike Syndicate.
Okay. Kaminoan Government?
Yep.
Okay. My first thought, this isn't a guess yet, but my first thought went to Count Dooku, but I would think maybe he would have something with Sereno on his affiliations. Plus, I don't know where the Kaminoan Government comes from. That is kind of ridiculous. And also, Jedi wasn't included in there, which he definitely was part of that. So, Sith? Kaminoan Government?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to guess Count Dooku. That's literally my only thought.
It is not Count Dooku.
Dude.
It is Cad Bane.
What? Dude, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Because technically he worked as a mercenary for all of those affiliations.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
That's why I thought it'd be
God.
I thought it'd be a good one because it was a bunch of weird affiliations that is like all over the place.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
now I have a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. So you have a
Yeah.
second one?
I do have a second one. So this character's first affiliation: Sith, Trade Federation, Shadow Collective, Death Watch, and Crimson Dawn.
Okay, well, this one has to be Darth Maul.
It is Darth Maul.
Okay, that one was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Once you said Death Watch with what was the second one you said?
Trade Federation.
Yeah, with the Trade Federation, I'm like, okay, well, he has to be like episode 1, so
Yep.
that made a lot more sense.
Yup. Now we can get into the final segment of this episode, push and pull.
Thanks, Logan. Welcome to Push and Pull. In this segment, we'll be going over multiple Star Wars categories, taking turns naming off things within those categories. You cannot repeat, and you cannot take too long. You will lose on both of those conditions. It is first to 5, and we'll be taking turns choosing the category as well. And I believe we'll get right into it. Our first category, Mark, is going to be Rebels. Anyone that has ever been affiliated with the Rebel Alliance. There's going to be some blurred lines, but we'll decide what's okay. Mark,
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I will go ahead and lead us off with Luke Skywalker,
Princess Leia.
Han Solo,
Chewbacca.
R2-D2,
C-3PO.
Wedge Antilles,
Biggs Darklighter.
Dak Ralter,
Bail Organa.
Mon Mothma,
Jack Porkins, I believe that's his name.
Cassian Andor,
Jyn Erso.
K2SO,
Bodhi Rook.
Chirrut Imwe?
I'd switch Bodhi Rook.
Didn't you just say that?
I didn't say Bodhi Rook, no.
I thought you said Bodhi Rook.
Oh, you said. Oh, I thought you were like. Okay, never mind.
No, I wasn't correcting you.
Okay,
I was saying
yeah,
Chirrut.
I thought that's what you meant. Sorry. Harrison Dula.
Garza Borelios,
Kanan Jarrus.
Ezra Bridger,
Zabine.
Chopper.
I
think we ran him dry, dude. We ran him
the
dry.
L. I'll take the
My
L
next
on that
one was Admiral Akbar. That was the one in my head.
Oh, how did I forget about? I forgot about Akbar and I forgot about Radis too.
We didn't say Lando either.
Yeah, kind of burgers for that.
We
but-
definitely had a few that we could have got to. It was a little bumpy, but I'll take the point. So I'm up 1-0. Mark, you have the next category for us.
All right, I got the next category. We're gonna be doing Sith this time. So I'll start off.
God.
Darth Vader.
Darth Sidious.
Darth Maul.
Darth Tyrannus.
Oh my gosh, why did my mind go blank? Why did my mind go blank? I was gonna say Plague. I was gonna say Plagueis. I was gonna say Plagueis, and my mind just completely went blank.
We named the 4 in the movies, and that was
Yep. I wanted to say Plagueis because that was the last one that I could think of, but I don't know why my mind just completely goes blank during this.
That was going to be a tough one regardless, I think.
Yeah.
But I take the point, and I am now up 2-0. Our third category is going to be movies. Now, this is just... We're probably going to run through them all, so we'll see what happens. I will start us off with The Phantom Menace,
Attack of the Clones.
Revenge of the Sith,
Solo.
Rogue One,
A New Hope.
Empire Strikes Back,
Return of the Jedi.
The Force Awakens,
The Last Jedi.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, I mean,
There, dude. There's one obvious one. I'll give you a few seconds.
Am I trolling?
Yes, you are. The Clone Wars
Oh, the Clone
movie,
Wars movie. Yeah, dude, I completely forget that's even a thing, dude.
dude. And if
Completely
you
forgot
got the Clone Wars movie, I was gonna say the holiday special. So it's a good thing you didn't say Clone Wars movie. You were losing no matter what.
that.
So I will go up 3-0. I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now.
Oh man,
We'll see if you can get one here.
that's actually way too funny.
What is our next category?
All right, we're gonna do. Let's go with green lightsaber users. So I'll start us off here. Easy one. Yoda.
Qui-Gon Jinn,
Luminara.
Quinlan Voss,
Luke Skywalker.
Depa Billaba.
I was gonna say Anakin in Attack of the Clones, but that's kind of specific.
No, we'll let it slide.
Okay.
General Grievous.
I'm thinking, no, I forgot about Grievous. I don't think I have another one off the top of my head.
That was a tough one because I have some that I know in my mind, but I don't know their names off the top of my head. Oh, Kit Fisto is one that we just completely forgot about.
And then,
that wasn't even one that was on my mind. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and take that point. So I'm up 4-0, Mark. You really gotta get it together.
Dude, this game's difficult, dude.
It is. I'll admit it because I think if I had someone that even had slightly more Star Wars knowledge than you, not that you don't know anything, but like just slightly more knowledge than you, I think I'd lose every single one. Like we're pretty close, even though I'm sweeping currently. It's genuinely close.
Yeah.
Because if you get one more, I'm basically done on them. Well, I'll go ahead and try to give you a chance here, because I have some that I feel like you wouldn't have much of a chance.
Oh, gosh.
So we're going to go with Mandalorians. I will start us off with Din Djarin.
Bo-Katan.
Grogu.
Sabine Wren.
Pre Vizsla.
Paz Vizsla.
Tar Vizsla.
Fen Rao, I believe.
Oh. Ragnar? Does that count? It's Paz Vizsla's son?
We'll count it. Gar Saxon.
Oh. No, Satine?
Yeah, oh man, I forget.
No, I'll give you the point. I took very long on Satine. For some reason, her name was escaping me.
Dude, I don't know how I pulled a Fen Rao out. It just like popped in my head.
Yeah, no, that was a good pull. That was a really good pull.
Crazy.
I will relinquish. I'll have some honor there. Relinquish the sweep. I'm up 4-1. You've got the next. Category.
All right, let's do. I'm feeling like some bounty hunters. Let's do some bounty hunters.
All right.
Start us out here. Boba Fett.
Jango Fett.
Mando.
Bosk.
Grief.
Embo.
IG-11.
That's not a. Oh my God, he is IG-88.
Orsing.
Fennec Shand.
Oh, you said Embo. Oh man, that's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Embo, but I was like, no, you said Embo.
Let's go.
I know we missed over some for sure.
I had some other ones
like
in mind.
Zam. I don't think we said Zam.
Yeah, we didn't say Zam. I was just gonna go. If you ran out, my desperate one was Forlom. that was my Hail Mary right there.
We could have also said Asajj, I guess, technically.
Oh yeah, true.
So
you kind of got me on IG-11. I was about to say that's not a bounty hunter, but he was.
Technically.
And dude, you had me going for a loop there for a second. Well, I do take the win 5-1. And we'll just go ahead and call the segment there. If you haven't seen, in the last episode of the Galactic Core, For channel members only, we did do this segment, and after the winner was crowned, we did do a bonus category. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to become a channel member and go watch that one. And there's also going to be another one, another bonus segment for this episode as well. So make sure you become a channel member. And we'll go ahead and send it back to the boys at the desk. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Galactic Core. It was a super fun one to make. Mark, hopefully next time you can actually put up a fight in push and pull. You've been getting demolished.
I have been, but I got my get back in that Kessel run, so I can't complain.
Okay, yeah, that's true. You actually did. So, before we send you off, please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, leave a like, and possibly become a channel member. With that, we'll send you off. Good night, Coruscant, and good night, citizens of the Republic.